Yes, indeed. Food stamps are being cut. People are left in need. This is going to be another one as we get closer to the deadline. Y'all know, November 1st. EBT benefits will not be dispersed. Family, you already know what to do. And if you're brand new too, thumbs up this video so YouTube can push this content out. Smash subscribe to join the tribe and ring the post notification bell as well. If you're a new tribe member, comment tribe in the comment section. If you've been watching, I appreciate you for tuning in once again. Let's keep it going.
So they're planning on cutting food stamps for 25 states in November. And this is a very sad thing because every family, no matter who you are, deserves to have a good Thanksgiving. This is a very sad thing. There are people who work 40 hours a week and still need food stamps. There are people who do not work and they have a lot of kids and they need them. This is a very sad thing. What I can say to prepare for this is go ahead and find out what food banks in your area give out food each week or each month, and try to get down there and get that food now, because you don't want November the 1st to hit and you don't have any food for your family. You know, go and contact your family, friends, any organizations that can help you. If you do work, maybe try to come up with a budget to kind of stretch out what you do have.
Thanksgiving is the last thing people need to be worrying about. Y'all need to make sure y'all can eat day to day, right? Hit them food banks up, but y'all shouldn't be worried about no Thanksgiving, right? That should be the last thing. Celebrating these pagan holidays. You got to think about longevity. It ain't time to be having no feast. You about to be eating the least. If your benefits are being cut, then it's time for struggle meals. You need to be going out and getting the deals, right? You need to find out where you can get food for the low or for free. Most likely it's going to be on the free side. Get on Google, find out where the food pantry's at. Sometimes they got good items, right? Sometimes they got good items. Look around. Y'all will be all right.
She works at the food stamp office. Listen to what she says.
It is because of Trump. So, yeah.
So this
is all political. This is all political.
And this is all because of Trump, basically.
No. Basically, it is because of Trump. There ain't no sidestepping it. I'm blaming him for everything. Me, as a United States citizen, I have the right to voice my opinion. I still have that legal right, constitutional right, let's put it that way, freedom of speech, whether he likes it or not.
Right.
Can't stand him. I can't stand him. But anyway, that's what's going to happen, sweetie.
Somebody in the comments said she shouldn't be saying any of that if she's on a recorded call. Somebody said, I mean, she shouldn't, but she's keeping it real. I'm seeing people argue in the comments, man. This the thing, man. This is a divide and conquer tactic. That's all politics is, right? They're dividing us as the people and conquering the world, right? While we're talking about food stamps and EBT, do y'all know what they're really doing? They're passing AI governance. It's slipping right into society while nobody's paying attention. 1,100 services will be ran through AI. See, that's what's going on for real. While the people are arguing about politics, both sides are working together towards this 33-year plan that they've had. Both sides. No matter who got in, the people wouldn't win. Digital IDs are coming. A social credit score. See, this is what we need to be talking about instead of arguing about politics.
Y'all, this whole food stamp situation is really sad. Like, a lot of people survive off of food stamps. A lot of people provide for their family and their kids off of food stamps. Millions of people in a lot of states will be struggling because they're not going to have food stamps next month. I need those people who actually have food stamps. Take advantage of your community resources. Go to the food pantries. Take advantage. There are other resources out there that will help you get by. A lot of people are like, oh, these people need to go out and work, get jobs. A lot of people on food stamps already have jobs. Like, stop saying that. People work, they just can't afford to provide basic necessities like food. These jobs are not paying what they should be paying. I get so mad and I'm so irritated thinking about it. I've been so irritated all week thinking about this situation because it's like people really need these food stamps and the government is playing around. They really don't give a fuck. Take advantage of your community resources. Reach out to family, friends. Do what you have to do. Provide for your family, for your kids. This is really sad.
My point, they really don't care. People arguing about politics. These programs have been on the chopping block, right? This has been the plan for them to cut them out. UBI is being tested in New York, universal basic income. You even had Elon say universal high income is inevitable. They calling it high income. That's a play on words, just like you'll own nothing and be happy. That's a play on words. The WEF, that's their slogan at this point.
A little PSA to all of my grocery store workers. In the event that the government actually goes through with it and does not issue food stamps for the month of November, which is also the same month that Thanksgiving falls in, please keep one thing in mind. Trying to catch somebody stealing, trying to prevent somebody from stealing, reporting somebody for stealing is not beneficial to you at all. You are not going to get a raise. You are not going to get a bonus. You are not going to get any extra money by trying to stand in the way of somebody who is trying to take food to feed their family. Stand to gain absolutely nothing by turning into the supermarket superhero of the day trying to catch people stealing. Please do not put yourself in any harm's way to protect a company's inventory that does not belong to you. While I'm not condoning or suggesting for anybody to do anything illegal at all, what I am saying is that people are going to feed their families one way or the other. So just don't be that person that decides to go above and beyond their job duties just to prove a point to a company that could care less about you. That's it. That's all. You don't want to fuck around and get packed out in the parking lot because you decided to put on your Mighty Morphin fucking Power Ranger pants that day and catch people stealing when it's not your shit.
In other words, it's no time for you to be the superhero. You're not about to be a superhero. Just like it was a guy that worked for Family Dollar. This was maybe a year or two ago. Dude unalived somebody that was stealing. You know what happened with him? He lost his job and he in jail right now. If you an employee, same goes for you. Don't try to be no hero. Employee or a normal citizen. Either way, don't do it. They have insurance on that food. They'll get that money back. It will be accounted for. They will be compensated accordingly. Whichever store that takes those losses, they gonna get it back. Is what we're trying to say. Because you're not going to be saving the day. You're going to be put away if you harm somebody. Or you might get harmed.
I do feel bad for a lot of the people that may not get their food stamps or whatever. But y'all have to remember that the government shouldn't be something that you can kind of like, ain't no kind of in it. Y'all shouldn't be able to just like depend on that shit for too long. You supposed to get your coins, hustle while you own the shit, and then get the fuck up off it. Not just sit there and live off the shit and be comfortable because you don't know when this shit gonna flip-flop. Because food stamps or no food stamps, and I don't get them. But at the end of the day, we gonna eat. Period. We gonna eat. But y'all have gotten too dependent and too complacent on the government assistance. Hell, it's females my age still on Section 8, and these young ass girls that sitting up here don't have kids, they can't even get on the shit. Like, how is that? That ain't fair. Like, bro, y'all need to hurry up. Get y'all should have got a trade, a college degree, and let these young girls get on it so they can get themselves together. Not sit on that bitch and sit on there forever like that. That don't make no sense. Like, that's just pure laziness. Like, you have no grind. About you, period.
You don't got no grind. You had the time. You shouldn't be crying. Nope, shouldn't be no crying. What am I gonna do? You should have been thinking about that years ago, right? You had the opportunity. When I say that, I know it's hard times, right? But it's hard for everybody. Everybody gotta buckle down. Everybody gotta cut back, live more frugal. You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do what's best. Crying and complaining ain't gonna do nothing. It's all about stepping up and making it work. It always been hard. Ever since we've been over here in this country. Since we've been led over here from them ships. It ain't been an easy ride. For our people, anyway. But we always knew how to get through it, didn't we?
Here we go. Quarter of food stamps spent in one day because we will not have them after the 31st because of the shutdown, which is fine. I will make it stretch for at least 1 to 2 months. I got 130 items for $364.
I see a lot of rice, right? She gonna make do of what they can, right? Make it stretch a couple of months, she said. That's the mindset. You gotta roll with the punches. Seems like she know what to do.
And I do want to say my boyfriend works 50 to 55 hours, but all of his paycheck goes to rent, and then the little bit rest goes to the rest of our bills because nothing is included in this apartment. Now it's time to put all this lovely stuff away.
And pay your rent, and it's just not right. My thoughts on food stamps being cut off for a lot of people is it probably was about time, because I think there's too many people that depend on the government to feed your family and pay your rent, and it's just not right. That's not what the program was meant for. It is supposed to be a stepping stone for you to get to a better situation. Now, hear me out. My mom was married to my dad for 5 years before I was conceived. And then he died 21 days before I was born. Now, I can't even imagine what my mom went through in that time, but I do know from her and my grandmother that she was only on food stamps for 6 months while I was a baby. She went to work, and this woman worked most of my life. She just retired last year. Her being so strong like that and me seeing that, I never even thought that I needed government assistance. Now, yes, I always worked. Always. Now, when I was younger, it started off as waitressing, and then I went to the military and went to college, and now I have my own business.
Now look at that. It's all about the example that you're shown growing up. A lot of people let what they were shown be the epitome of who they're going to be, right? This is how my parents did it. I'm going to do it the same way. That's why there are so many people that have families, multiple different generations that are all on Section 8, right? Everybody in the family on Section 8 is what I'm trying to say, right? Because that's what they were shown. They were shown the struggle and taught, look, this is how you milk the system. And that was passed down. Her mom was a hustler. So guess what? And I'm talking about legal hustling. So she became a hustler, right? Now she got her own business because she was raised around a hardworking woman that showed her and instilled into her how to be a hardworking woman, you see? And she climbed up to the point she got her own business. She said her mama had to do it on her own because her pops passed away before she was born, but she made it work. I seen my dukes had 2-3 jobs at one time, right? Yeah, my pops, he had his jobs. They was making minimum wage, right? We might not have ate the best of food, but we got by. Same thing, example was work hard. So that made me be like, gotta work hard. Ain't nothing free. Some of us was taught ain't nothing free in life, but apparently other people were taught your whole life can be free. Knowledge really is power. Many people are suppressed due to their lack thereof.
Now, if I hadn't seen such a strong person like my mom doing the things she did, it may have put me in this like victim mentality. But thank goodness she didn't. She did what she needed to do to feed her family. She paid her rent, which in California was high. She didn't get assistance for that. So I really believe that if more people, and she wasn't even in a job that she really liked. So it wasn't like she, did something that she really enjoyed every day. It was a job that paid well to be able to feed her family. And I think so many people have way more opportunities than that now. I think a lot more people should take college classes to figure out what they want to do. There is so much untapped potential for people in this world. There is absolutely no reason why you should have a baby and then still be on government assistance.
I just want to pause her to speak on this, right? She said her mom might not have enjoyed the work that she did, but she worked to provide for the family, right? I think the thing with my generation and clearly this day and age, people feel like, well, I don't want to do that, so they don't. The past generations, they worked no matter what the job was. As long as it paid, they would work it. I remember asking my people, I'm like, what did y'all want to do? Like, what was y'all dreams as a kid? Both of them said, my mom and dad, they both said they just wanted to have a family. Back in the day, they just wanted to have a family. They would do whatever it is that they could do to provide for that family, no matter what the job was, right? Come home, beat down from the job, but still worked. Just like through the Industrial Revolution. You think them people like doing that work? Most likely, many of them probably didn't. There were probably a few that did. You know, they enjoyed it. That was what they wanted to do in life. But people didn't really work jobs that they wanted to do. They just worked jobs that would get them through. Jobs that would pay. Am I right or am I right? Y'all in the comments, my audience is those that are from the generation I'm speaking of, right? Y'all know.
When that kid is 18, there is absolutely no reason for that. Now, I get that, yes, I was married and all my kids are by my ex-husband. And even when we divorced and I was able to get my own house built, I did it by myself. I didn't get alimony, none of that. I still did it by myself, so it can be done. I know it. Just at least try to live up to your potential. The government is not supposed to pay all of your bills. They're not supposed to feed your family for most of their life. That's not what the program is meant for.
Yo, family, I hope I gave a lot of talking points throughout this video that y'all could comment on. If you haven't commented yet, I would love to see you drop a comment about this video. Let me know what you think about it. Listen, do you feel that the people in this day and age are lazier than ever? Talk about it. Do you feel like modern day people have too much pride? I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. To the point they would rather be broke than work a specific job. I feel so. It's crazy. Appreciate y'all for watching. Peace. Time of Hebrew fam. Shalom. I'll catch y'all on the next one.